And with that, who's ready to talk about all of the holiday specials for G5?
Ooh, Hella? Yes. Pants me sign up?
Okay.
No one's going to pants you, Cole. Stop asking.
I applies pants to the situation? I don't know.
Remember, everybody, on the internet, mistakes are forever.
Please?
Oh, that bottle animation there.
So we're going to go ahead and start off, of course, with the big one, Winter Wish Day. Now, unofficially, Season 3 of My Little Pony Make Your Mark on Netflix because they don't know how to do seasons.
Sounds about right.
Yep. So, but this one does continue on.
Netflix is an alien beast to them.
Yep. This one does continue on with the, what we've been seeing with Make Your Mark. And in this case, Izzy has put together a wonderful little machine that was actually a piece of trash until a little rainbow light literally fixed all of their problems and made them go away.
Circuit, come on. In this age where we need to be better about crediting work, remember Zip helped too.
Oh, right. Zip did help.
Who bought it.
Yes.
Zip did help. Yes, you are absolutely right. Zip did absolutely help.
Yes.
You need to.
There are two responsible for these crimes.
On stream because we can't see the bottom text. Yeah.
The bad news is we're crash landing.
Sorry, that was bigger than I thought. So, what can we say all about the new special? Well,
oh God,
the faces. They actually we admittedly
makes Izzy lose her mind.
Actually, it really is kind of funny, but they really did. I think they amped up everything here, and I'm actually all for it. But
they definitely went ham with Izzy's faces. I'm not sure they went as ham with everyone else.
Not quite as ham, but I think they started to really hit their stride when it came to basically everything. But let's go.
They got better.
Let's go ahead and let's do a quick synopsis of the actual show, the actual special in itself first. So,
hey, Circuit.
Yes.
After the synopsis, can I give a few words on the weird flighty thing?
Of course, we're gonna allow everybody to have plenty of words about it afterwards. We just want to make sure we just want everybody
I've got some observations.
All right. Well, let's start off with oh, that was. I just remembered where that picture is actually from.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep that up for a moment. That's actually glorious. So, the whole idea about the special is everybody is getting ready to celebrate Winter Wish Day in their own special little way. Which, of course, is
Pony style, Unicorn style, and Pegasus style.
Which, admittedly, it's really awesome that they adjust the fact that they're not going to all have the same traditions anymore, and in fact, some of the same things altogether.
And
so
they have different names for different things that are actually the same.
Yep.
I do very much.
Interesting.
I like the fact that, like, as far as the winter holidays go, they did remember, oh, hey, we can't call this hearthswarming because the whole point of hearthswarming was all of the ponies are unified. So,
yeah. Actually,
which also means that Nightmare Night, which has transcended, is the best holiday.
Yep, Nightmare Night.
Survived the test
Suck
of time.
it.
Nightmare Night has survived the test of time. The other holidays have not, that we know of so far.
Boogie down.
Probably because one of them's about, unity, and the others.
That is exactly what I said.
Yep, one is about unity, the other's about candy. We all know what we want.
It's scaring the shit out of
I
each other.
want candy. I don't apologize.
I wouldn't either.
I want candy.
So, everybody is getting ready to celebrate their Winter Wish Day.
And candy, too.
But yeah, everybody's getting ready to celebrate Winter Wish Day in the way that their traditional ways. Of course, Hitch wants to go and see Grandma Figgy. Izzy wants to go and meet all the other unicorns to go and decorate the big tree. And of course, Pip and Zip are having to deal with their mother, who is their mother. Do we need to say anything else?
Yeah.
Who made them a concert with them as the stars.
Yeah. So, Sunny...
I would like to point out, it's kind of nice of her to do that, but also, yikes.
Yeah.
Pressure.
Well, we'll leave that.
Well, the thing is, they're good singers in their own right, so it's not totally unwarranted.
Well, we'll get into that in a moment, of course. Sunny is like, you know what? No. You're going to do what I want, and I want us all to make a wish under the wishing star, because I think it's magical. And they're just like, no, Sunny, come on. We can't do this to our family. We did this last time and for the Nightmare Night one, and my grandma just barely started talking to me again. And for some reason, she sounds like an awesome old lady that goes to a lot of Brony conventions, and everybody loves her. We can't screw this up anymore.
Sunny was kind of rushing through it half the time, but that kind of reminded of me when I was a kid, trying to get to the place I want to go to the most during the holidays.
Basically, they were flying through 3 different major cities that were a good chunk apart. The only way they could have done it is literally through a magical contrivance machine. But
that Bright House lamp is seriously powerful. Like, seriously.
Yep.
That Unity magic is one hell of a drug.
So, yep, Sunny comes up with an idea using Izzy's know-how, Zip's ability, and nobody else's stuff. So, it's like, we're going to take this mirror stream thing, and we're going to go flying everywhere. So everybody can do everything they want all at the same time. And it's going to be spectacular and magical, and we're going to be completely on time, and nothing is going to get rushed. That's exactly how the holidays work, right, everybody? You have plenty of time for everything that you ever want to do, and it's not going to end up going completely wrong.
Welcome to Hobo Flights. Over there is our hole in the plane. Over there is a raccoon eating trash.
And over there, and here is the expression that Sunny should have been wearing when she decided that this was a bright idea.
As someone who literally worked every day but Christmas, yeah, no.
Izzy's like, this is what the holidays do to me.
Yeah. But they all said, you know what, fine, we agree. Just please stop trying to beat us with the dragon. We all know that it doesn't hurt anybody anymore. I could have come up with a better analogy, but I didn't. So we're just going to go ahead and move on. Of course, so the one thing I do have to, you know what, I'm going to, you know what, I am going to anyway. So, yep, they bring the wonderful magical trolley out. Unfortunately,
with the trolley, eh?
Unfortunately, it looks like all of the magic was made in Walmart.
Tender loving care or total lost cause?
Both.
Yeah. Fortunately, though, they have magical MacGuffins on this side, and they end up flying away.
I do find it funny that the sequence in the Netflix special redacts the sequence, or it redacts an entire episode of Tell Your Tale.
I know. I'm really annoyed by that.
There's a later thing in Tell Your Tale that is later on in this episode that is entirely different, such that both groups got the same notes and got to interpret it as they wanted.
Oh, that
which is weird.
How things go.
Well, it's kind of like point of view.
I kind of like it because that means that I don't have to take anything seriously. It's broken. I like that. I don't want to have to think too hard about lore. I'm okay with it being like, okay, it's the Ponenstein's universe mixing with the Ponenstein's universe. This is fine.
So
this is not fine.
Let's start off with the best part then. Where we see Grandma Figgy, who is their first stop, voiced by Ellie Ray.
Hello.
Ellie Ray.
Of course, some of you might know Ellie Ray as the voice of Mistmane from Generation 4. And also, amazing person. Absolutely love her. She's almost at all of the Brony conventions. She is literally walking glitter and drinking booze at the same time. She's a grandma you wish you could have. She's
She is an awesome person, and if you ever get the chance to meet her, do it.
Oh yeah, no, she
Ivanka drinks. Granny, you shouldn't have.
No, she is an amazing person. So seeing her come back, and not only that, playing as Grandma Figgy, 100% with it.
Stop.
You telling that to us or the cat?
I'd imagine the cat.
God damn it! I couldn't mute because she's attacking me on my mouse.
Of course, Grandma's Figgy visit comes with Hitch basically doing everything just so because that's the way he celebrates the holidays, including hot chocolate with 3 marshmallows, no more, no less, and building the exact same gingerbread house as every single year. Of course, we also did have a nice...
It's the same freaking gingerbread house every year.
Well, we can see what type of neurodivergent he is.
Yeah.
Because he makes the same house.
Yeah, which
everything must be the exact same.
I wouldn't mind as much if he let Sparky keep his changes to his gingerbread house. Like, let go of the control a little bit.
It would be,
but
but
neurodivergent he is.
This is just giving us a taste of how he's like, and you know what can you do? But anyway,
no, it's just that I said it would. I was just mentioning how it would have been nice if he did.
Enjoy the tear-jerking picture while we move on.
Oh, also, it's something that we all have to ask. Okay, where are Hitch's parents if he visits his grandmother, but doesn't say anything about them?
That's for after the episode synopsis. Moving on.
They work overseas. Moving on.
Oh dear world. So after they finally say goodbye to Grandma Figgy, they finally bring themselves down to, well, Bridalwood, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course, Izzy does what she normally does. That's not Izzy. This is Izzy.
Are you sure it's Izzy?
It's hard to tell. But yeah, Izzy, of course, goes to the big wishy tree with everybody. And we, of course, get to see the unicorn's way of greeting.
Frosty Shivers.
Frosty Shivers.
I was trying to give that to Coldust because he's been doing that for days.
Frosty Winners.
Okay. Frosty Shivers.
I was in the other room, sorry.
That's okay. So, of course, Izzy gets her chance to meet up with Alpha Biddle, who apparently is kind of like I guess, kind of like a grandpa figure.
He's the elf/leader.
He's a lot of things. So, he's just that guy.
A gaming addict.
He's that guy. Yep. She immediately goes up to him to do a game of charades, which she promptly loses to him. And, of course,
She made a backup of her gift.
Well, I think the whole idea was to give him the gift without giving him the gift. You know.
Oh yeah, keep his pride intact.
Well, that and it just have fun with it.
Yeah, she's such a great girl.
And of course, they get to see the lighting of the tree. It's all great and magical. I'm trying to find images here as quickly as I can. The thing.
I don't.
But throughout the whole thing,
no, they put ornaments on the tree, not lighting it.
Yeah, they put ornaments on, then they have to drag Izzy kicking and screaming.
Literally.
Yeah,
Actually,
she's one of those people. It's like, oh, hey, I want to talk to this person. No, I want to talk to this.
Oh,
person.
hey, person I only met once for 5 minutes. Let's kind of talk for another 5 minutes.
Actually, I loved it because it gave us a little bit more of their personalities, with Sunny trying to keep Izzy moving along to the point she actually made a command to nab her. Grab her! He's just...
Well, also, throughout the entire background of this, aside from the snow, it's like, okay, there's a book explaining like the unicorn side of it, but why is that the important thing, and why is everyone commenting on the fact that it's snowing so much and it'll come in later?
Maybe it's a book that's not as easily found these days, because Grandma Figgy had it, the older generation, so the newer generation might not have as many copies.
It also might just be like a children's story.
Well,
I
the
mean,
reason
also
for
that
is a thought I had was, wait, what about if magic's back? Then what about Wendigos?
Damn it, Izzy, you just awakened something in me.
Yes, this special is amazing. So, yep, not only did we get that, we also get near collision with Pegasus.
Again,
Actually,
Your eyes
that
on
it
the
is.
sky, not your phones.
Yeah, I'm actually more surprised that they reacted so calmly to a flying magic bus in the air. It's almost like, oh, it must be those guys again.
at this
Those
point,
crazy
it
folks that gave us flying again.
Yep.
They've done silliness again.
What else is new?
So, of course, Zip and Pip go with their mother to go holiday shopping, much to the chagrin of a couple guards. You can see in the background there, barely
Yeah,
standing.
they have to lug all the damn gifts.
Yeah.
Oh,
They are shaking.
Oh.
They
They
are.
are under all that weight.
Well, is it the weight or is it that cold?
Well, they are in metal armor that has no heating installation.
Well, yeah, but it's only on their heads, really. But anyway,
It
we'll
can make their body shiver.
We'll discuss-
Plus, they're in the sky. It's a lot colder the higher you go.
we'll discuss that a little bit later. Of course, while they're out doing shopping and then getting ready to do the grand musical entry that they're being requested / forced into because they are royalty to a attention-loving queen, and one of them is also a live streamer, which probably helps the views. Everybody
Sorry,
else
That's
is
4 tickets.
yep, 3
Children
ponies.
are not free. The children must have tickets.
It's a baby dragon. There's no exceptions.
Babies get in for free.
Well, plus,
No, there was a ticket for him there.
well, it is also the presidential suite, so we'll give them a little bit of credit there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they get to have the creature comforts of free finger foods and boxes of nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, of course.
This
And
one,
the
Another
most
Pegasus.
adorable guards.
The most
uh,
the most metal gift of all. Nothing.
you get nothing.
They felt so bad they ended up accidentally making up a new Pegasus tradition.
Gifting cloud. Oh my God! No, it's worse. No, they have developed the perfect Pegasus con. If you have to give a gift to somebody and you really don't want to, you gift them a cloud. Literally a box of nothing, but you call it a cloud. They have devised something horrible. Yeah. Of course, the music goes off, and it is actually a wonderful little song to enjoy. Except for the fact that apparently it goes for 6 acts, which, a little too long.
Their mother made it way too longer than previous years because we have more than just Pegasi attending this now.
Well, it's because she only sees them every once in a while and not every single day when they were living there. So
Also, they have flying now, so why not show off their wings?
they're probably a little more used to it with the wires, but yeah, fair enough. So yeah, have fun with that one, and of course they finally start booking it out, just to find out, oh no, snow has covered everything. The winter, the frost death of our world has come. No, the frost death of our world has come. It wasn't by nuclear. It wasn't by magic. No, it was by winter. Endless winter. We're going out like the dinosaurs did in the 80s.
I didn't know the day after tomorrow made its way into Pony.
I made myself sad.
Okay,
all
now
of a
I'm just
sudden.
looking at this, and Sonny's tail is going.
All their tails
Yeah,
are
look-
going. It's just Sonny's is freaking out more than the rest of them.
Yeah. So then, of course, they finally find the machine through a literal wish, and they
apparently
start.
The Bright House lantern activates on wishes.
And of course, they're realizing that the snowstorm is completely unnatural and really, really freaky. where they finally discover, oh no, the story here shows that it was actually a spell that they've been casting this whole time, but now that they haven't had magic until now, they're probably amping up a horrible winter storm and didn't realize it. Which, of course, I gotta admit, Sparky does have that good moment there for that.
Wow.
Yeah, they actually did give Sparky a few notches in my book on this one. Yeah, he doesn't feel like that, just like giggling side piece. He actually feels like he's doing something a little bit.
Well, as I will forever point out, we saw Spike after he had grew up a bit from being a literal baby dragon instead of,
Yeah, but they skipped that at G4. They didn't just skip that big goo goo gaga phase here.
Yeah.
I know.
I was gonna say with Spike, we basically knew him as pretty much like what, preteen, essentially you could call it.
Pretty much, more or less preteen. Yeah. So, with that in mind, they quickly go back to Bridalwood and just basically say, yeah, stop that. It's you can't say that word anymore. It's actually a magic spell, and you're all trying to freeze the world. So, and they literally come up with a brand new holiday greeting tradition right there on the spot, because why not?
And
So-
it worked.
It worked, but I think it was just more they stopped the spell from casting so the snow would finally stop
What
already.
was it, that warmy hooves or
Warm wishy hoof.
Warm wishy hoof, yeah.
Because
warm wishy
the
hoof?
unicorns know it as wishy hoof.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I
And
forget the Pegasi know it as.
And then they finally all get home, where for some reason Pip and Zip get their comeuppance somehow. I don't. But yeah, no.
Comeuppance, more like odd coincidence, because they didn't plan for that.
Well, I know. I'm just making stupid fun of it.
Oh yeah, I knew you were. I just felt like saying that for people who didn't get it.
Yep. But of course, they finally made it over, and yeah, I don't really have much of an image to go on this, but they finally made it to the tower in time, just in time to see the star pass by and make a wish. And of course, they also get gifts from Izzy because she can. But, yep, they also celebrate the fact that the gift was spending time with each other, literally rocketing across all of Equestria on a magic rocking boat that was barely able to handle the weather. I mean, seriously, I think you'd have better like flying Spirit Airlines. Look at this thing.
Oh yeah, oh that's right. Izzy brought pistachio.
Senor Butterscotch.
Senor Butterscotch. Yeah, Senor Butterscotch.
Oh yeah, she did bring Senor Butterscotch, didn't she? So anyway, while we're looking at their terrified faces, let's go ahead. That was the synopsis of the special, more or less. And let's go ahead and actually give our thoughts on the special, now that it has come out.
Honestly, not that bad, all things considered.
I may have mentioned this before, but my biggest annoyance with this, the Foley artists didn't pay attention. Hitch
No, I-
and Izzy have bells. We're not hearing light tinkling of bells for some of their more exaggerated movements.
That's right.
Actually, I admit it'd be funny if they just had the look of bells, but they were forced to take them out just because they would have been annoying if they did.
And extra animation and sound mixing time.
I mean,
it wouldn't be extra mixing time because you would just have to.
No, not mixing. Sound inclusion.
no, I just think it'd be funny. They actually had the image of bells, but they didn't actually make any bell sounds. They just looked like them.
Is this new version of Equestria have bells, but with no ringing bells?
Ooh, God, I hope not.
I could totally picture just like Izzy being too much with bells.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, actually, that would probably be it. They're just
That
like
is my explanation.
they made
And
a
of
promise
course,
to
make
themselves.
things equal. To make things equal, they took away Hitch's bells too. It was hard because Hitch likes things to be very particular, but there you go.
No, they found
Justice
out.
had to be served.
No, they found out. Izzy found out that they had bells, and Hitch made the compromise to not have bells with ringers in them, because Izzy got to them at one point, and he knows
He has a
what will
headache
happen.
enough looking after the baby dragon.
Yeah.
He doesn't need another one.
He doesn't need the Izzy headache.
Just Izzy all day.
Thank you, CMC.
My point exactly. So,
No, sorry, Cole. That was Cole.
yeah. So, my thoughts on the
My
special.
jingle bells are
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Well, my thoughts on the special. I think the animation definitely did a kick up. I think that
It really
definitely
has
did.
improved since the first special of Make Your Mark and the Make Your Mark Part 2.
yeah, the animation's.
It shows that the team is actually learning more of what to do with it to do a lot more fun, a lot more faster moving.
Yeah,
things.
the manes and the tails are more lively.
The facial expressions, the movements are a lot more fluid, a lot more animated. You really actually got to enjoy just some of the sappy and silly moments that were in there instead of it feeling kind of stilted.
Yeah, there's still a few slight clunky movements here and there, but
there are
overall it's better than the first
Yeah.
piece.
Yep. As for the story itself, I am really surprised and glad that they are sticking with the whole idea that these tribes have been separated. They're going to have different things that they celebrate, different ways that they're going to do it, and
even though they call it different thing, they still have the word wish in it.
I think that was.
Oh right, all of the magic that happened in this had to be a wish, except for the. Just the
warm wishy hoof.
Warm wishy hoof and frosty shivers. That's the only stuff that wasn't a stated I wish.
No.
Huh.
So the rainbow magic is an I wish kind of magic. So watch out. There's got to be a genie here that hasn't chosen to be evil yet.
Oh boy.
And ponies are not devilish enough to immediately recognize how exploitative it could be.
Let's hope they never do.
Also, I noticed that the Pip's hat is kind of like a Russian aesthetic.
They each have their own aesthetic with their hats.
Yeah, and Izzy's is more natural and outdoorsy.
Well, yeah, Izzy has kind of like the floral druid thing going on. Hitch kind of feels like that 1950s over the top hat thing that you would normally see.
It's kind of like the 80s cap where it's all extreme and all that.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Zip kind of feels more like
it's just a big hat.
It's just a big hat. But it feels familiar somehow.
More about the pattern, but yeah.
Well, I was just talking more about the design itself than the pattern. I don't know. It feels like kind of like one of those things you'd see in Charles Dickens somehow, just with a giant dome.
Yeah, Izzy's kind of feels like. Do you remember that Charles Dickens, that one where it was one of the cartoon ones, and like Christmas Past was like some twink. Like a blonde twink.
Wow, that's a description.
He had a crown very similar to Izzy has. Yeah.
I gotta admit, if that's a callback to that, I will give him all credit for a reference that really flew under the radar.
I don't think it is, but it does remind me of a Christmas Present and also Christmas Past Christmas Past and Christmas Present in some of the various renditions of A Christmas Carol. By the way, y'all should watch 1200 Ghosts, and you'll know what I mean.
Yeah, that definitely has the joyous nature of a Christmas present.
And Sunny's hat is more of a joyous, youthful appearance on her hat.
Okay. Another funny animation moment.
What the
I
why?
see you.
The head tilt is really killing it, though.
Yeah.
Was she an owl in her previous life?
No, she was an Izzy in general. But yeah, okay.
Hey, Sonny, looking my way.
Okay, well, we talked about the pros. Let's go a little bit of cons. I'm kind of a little annoyed that they basically, even though they do try to tie and tell your tale and make your mark, they basically completely glossed over an entire episode of tell your tale. Though I think it's just more annoying because it had an Izzy Zip moment that failed spectacularly, but it was still kind of fun.
You say that's a negative, I say that's a positive, because it means that this is a generation that I do not have to take as seriously. What is canon? Who knows?
Oh, I never planned on taking it that seriously to begin
that
with.
makes it easier, but
Neither I.
But at the same time, it just annoys me as well.
You see, I like it. I like it because it throws a wrench into things. I know it's going to bother people, and that's fine. Because I like a little bit of chaos, and this is providing me a little bit of chaos
All
for me
those
to be like,
outfits are really
slurp, slurp. This is all right.
Delicious chaos. I love it.
Zip
Now-
looked like a whole total queen up there, and Pip was like a princess, kind of like in our outfit.
This is not a negative necessarily, or a positive. This is just an observation. All right. So this is Generation 5 that we're on. And if you've noticed, if you've been keeping up with the podcast and everything, there is a big, there is more of a environmental, caringness in Generation 5 overall, right? Like, Izzy is a big recycler. She does the whole, like, dumpster diving, unicycling thing, you know.
Right.
If you listen to the podcast, they often, anytime that they refer to glitter, they always specify specifically biodegradable glitter, which is a thing that I found out from the podcast that it exists. I had no idea it existed beforehand.
Which is
It's good to
helpful
know.
because manufactured glitter is actually what I imagine would be harder to get rid of.
Oh, it's a mess, but we're not going to get into that.
With every mention. Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
where am I going with this?
Good
I
question.
just find it's interesting in this generation of My Little Pony that they go through all this extent to like make all these variables very important, which is good. I support it 100%. Awesome. However, for the Christmas special, they decide, despite all the environmental stuff, that the main 5+ Sparky need to have a private jet.
Well,
That's
That's a
so out of
magical
left field
private
to me.
jet.
Just like Generation 4, it was like, oh yeah, everyone, the Princess of Friendship is taking public transit like every other pony. It's like, that's cool, that's a vibe right there, that's pretty environmentally friendly. Pony's Generation 4, let's give him a fucking private jet that looks like a bus and is definitely not fuel efficient, but I guess it's okay, because it is powered by a lantern of friendship. So, who's to say,
It's powered by our Unity crystals. Nothing going on here. No abuse of three-race magic at all.
do you
It's
mind if
just
I?
kind of, it's an observation that I have. It's just like, in these modern times, it's just like, weird. Odd choice, but okay.
Do you mind if
I'll
I
give
throw?
it to you.
Do you mind if I throw one thing in there just for the laughs?
Hit me.
It's exactly what people have always wanted. They wanted to have transportation that literally runs on their hopes and wishes instead of actual cost.
You know,
Oh.
fair.
Also, can I also point out that
They solved the energy crisis. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, they just hoped really hard and then instead.
When we two come back to the cons, I do have a thing.
Okay, we're technically.
that in G4 you could get a Pegasi to drive you places.
True.
So
That's fair enough, I guess. Yeah.
I guess you still probably could if there were a strong enough Pegasus. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to in this gen, but I don't think we've seen it so far, have we?
Yeah.
Well, considering that's not a big snowstorm thing going on, I'll let it pass if they have the literal flying magic bus here. As long as they don't start having to deal with going into people's insides in outer space with a crazy bus driver with frizzy hair.
Also, just like the concept of, yes, we took a trolley car, something that was already good for public transit, and
No, it was a trash one.
It was
yeah. Hey, I've seen some really trashy trolley cars get turned into trolley cars again. It's doable. You can do it if you know how. Admittedly, the ponies that were doing it, yeah, they needed a lantern of wishing and hope and stuff. Yeah, that's
A
fair.
normal field trip with the is? I don't think
no
so.
way.
All right. Anyway, yeah, we're still on the con if you want to throw one out there.
While the song that they did was nice, I felt that it didn't need to be as long as it was because it felt like it was drawing itself out as it went longer and longer.
Which song are we talking about?
On the mayor stream.
Ah,
Oh, that-
Oh, yeah,
Going
that-
to Granny's house.
Oh,
yeah, that,
yeah.
that felt like
You
it went
start
a
looking at
bit
the
too
clock
long
and
for me,
going,
too.
wait a minute, when did this song start?
I will admit that one felt a little bit grating to me, but that's probably mostly just because I don't like most Christmas songs. In the normal Christmas form, I
If
prefer my
that
Christmas
shoe-
songs with an ounce of punk rock involved. But I mean, hey, that's no marks against the song itself. That's just a
Well,
me
also,
personal
It
preference
kind of
thing.
felt, it kind of felt shoehorned in
Yes.
to begin with.
It
That-
kind of did, but also it was just another one of those things. Okay, they have the same song, but with different lyrics.
Well, I get that, but it
I
did
think it was
feel.
just an excuse to get to grandmother's house we go. In there.
I will say props to the MLP team for taking advantage of the fact that when it comes to Christmas songs, they are mostly in the public domain. So go ham. Yo, hey, props to you. Nice.
Yep.
And you add a creative flair, even more nice.
And in a month or so, you'll have on Spotify. You'll be able to find the half-hour prog rock epic version.
Yeah! All right. Anybody else have any other pros, cons, witty observations, random quips, quotes, or so on and so forth about the special?
I liked it. I thought it was a good time. It was fun.
It was good. There's some cons with me, but they're not as big as some that were said here, and some I do agree with. Have been spoken.
I will once again say the thing that I brought up is not a con. It's just an observation. It's just
I
a
said
very,
some
very
of them,
weird thing.
Not all of them.
But this is public transit Twitter person on the call. Sorry.
Nah, I get that. That's why I no objections.
Okay, I need to look at the background of this
Oh!
one more.
Oh, I gotta say, I love the
Wow.
designs and stuff that they did for all of the gingerbread houses. I love that Pip made May Melody and also made May Melody with her two friends that she works with. That made me really happy,
Oh.
including the dude who I can never remember his name, but I love him. He's awesome.
Oh.
He,
Wind Rider or Wind?
No!
Huff or
Oh.
Rocky and Jazz. It's Rocky and Jazz.
No.
Yes.
Or, oh,
It's
Right,
they literally
Rocky.
have
Well,
their names right there.
my brain was thinking
oh, it's
the,
Rocky
the-
something. I just I didn't have his
the
last
J-
name there.
you know what? In hindsight, I should have put together Rocky and Jazz. That makes so much sense together, and I'll still
Oh my
not
God!
remember his name.
It's Mega Man! Oh my god, it's Mega Man all over again! Wait, does that
Yes.
mean Pip is the pink bomber?
Yeah,
She gonna get a
what
arm
point
cannon?
Are they actually going to sing rock if they've got someone named Rocky?
No rock and roll, but we have rock and jazz.
I
We've
really
had
hope.
jazz kind of show up in the show already, but we haven't had rock. I don't think.
Well,
No,
that's it.
We've
Rocky
seen
doesn't
them.
get much content, and I really
No,
hope
no.
Rocky get.
I mean, rock as in the music genre.
Oh,
Oh,
you know, you got a point.
okay.
I personally really hope that Rocky gets his episode, and I hope it has Rock in it, because, yo, he seems like a cool horse. I want him to have his time to shine, and you never know. We got like a.
But I don't know if it'll happen because
We've
they're more focused on other music genres than rock and roll, though.
Now, hush for a moment. We got several episodes of Tell Your Tale coming up. We don't know.
I
He
know,
might,
but
he might
I'm
have his
just
shining
saying-
moment. You're not shushing. Jeez, you keep talking over me. Gosh.
I was just trying
I'm going to
point-
cry.
I was just trying to
All right,
point out
let's
is
make it
that
Cole cry. I need a
Alright, hold it.
Tears. I'm
I
kidding. I'm
was just
kidding.
saying
I-
it seems like they're focusing on it. I didn't say they weren't focusing on it.
Okay,
Anyways.
well, I'm running out of tabs again, so we're gonna go ahead and move on here off of the special.
Hella.
And we're gonna go on to the Tell Your Tale specials because they
Yes.
tied into this.
I freaking love the Tell Your Tale special so much.
I've
I
only seen half of them.
Well,
I'll
luckily,
be lost on half.
We're going through a lot of them because
there's been 3 episodes, which on
I thought there were 4. Okay.
nope, there were 3.
There were
I
not.
double checked just to be sure. If I am wrong, may I lose Grandma's cookies. All right. Speaking of
sorry
which,
for talking over.
Well,
you,
you're gonna have to
Carlos.
cook
Just trying
those
to tell
cookies
you
first.
What I said.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
all right. So speaking of which, let's
a
go.
little drunky, so.
So Sunny decides that she wants to do something special for all of her friends. And what better way to do it than to make them their favorite cookies from when they were a child? Because that's exactly what you want to do, right? You want to get your friends hooked onto your cookies so you can replace it. Okay, I had a joke there and it died, so I'm just gonna keep moving on. So unfortunately,
You want them to keep coming over instead of their place.
But yes, unfortunately, it's not going as well as she'd like because she's trying to follow the recipes that she has by the book. However, the book isn't the way that they were made. I can't remember who said it exactly, so I'm going to use Izzy here. But it's pointed out that, yes, you can find the same exact recipe in every single book. Each one has slight variants. But it doesn't necessarily mean the ones that family used to make, because sometimes they do little quirks and little additions that aren't written down or that aren't aware of that make them that little special.
Yep. So, as the old saying goes, baking is a science, but it's more of an art than a science.
Unfortunately, the twilight part of Sunny strikes, and then she can't process this, so she stays like this for the next 10 years now. She can't.
Some still say she's still staring into space to this day.
Yep. But no, she has a brilliant idea that she's going to figure it out from the source. And the first thing she does is kidnap Grandma Figgy. Actually, that is... She literally runs...
All you will learn is that you need to do things with love.
Yep. So she runs all the way to Grandma Figgy's house. It's like, I need to learn to bake. And then I need you to teach me how to be in clown school. So, unfortunately, Grandma Figgy can only help in regards to the cooking. So she decides to take her under her tutelage. There were many pins that day. Sunny doesn't speak of it too much anymore.
That's a knitting needle, not a pin.
I'm having fun with it. Here, have this face.
Please, Grandma Figgy, I don't need her herbal medicine and acupuncture.
So, yep, she starts off her journey with Grandma Figgy, learning how to make Grandma Figgy's special cookies.
Oh, that's a pip pen.
No, that's her.
Oh, I thought it was Pip at first because they kind of like to have the same main styles except for the rainbow thread.
It's Sunny colors.
Okay, yeah, I see it now.
Then, of course, after Grandma Figgy, Sunny goes to the unicorn area where she for some reason, wore a hat.
She brought a pot with her.
Believe me, we're all confused. Even Alpha Biddle isn't sure what to make of it. However, she says the secret words. I bet you can't teach me how to cook.
Oh, no.
I thought the secret word was mayonnaise.
Then,
that's
of course,
Jinxie.
no, that is Jinxie. Okay,
I'm
of course, he says that I will train you, but it's going to be difficult. You're going to be scared. She says, "Oh, I can't be that scared of baking." You will be. You will be. Oh, seriously, the whole cooking session with
Was
him
that
is
over the left
intense.
shoulder?
Seriously,
Now tell me which this looks like, flour or baking powder.
so throughout the episode, we get to see little snapshots of Grandma Figgy trying to teach Sunny how she bakes the cookies. Apparently, she uses a lot of special ingredients that are not exactly legal. But apparently, that's why Grandma is really happy all the time. And of course, unfortunately,
Got some weed at some point.
yeah, and unfortunately, Alpha Biddle's process requires a lot more voodoo dancing. We're pretty sure that he's trying to summon something for it.
Is he trying to summon this flying spaghetti monster?
No. He's trying to summon Pony Ramsey to, save us all.
But
That
of
looks
course,
hypnotic from my perspective.
but of course, to Sunny's credit, she follows every single one. Seriously, I absolutely would love to get just a gif of both of these dancings.
Just the dancing cut out from the rest of the scene.
Yeah, just the whole waving for both of them. Now, of course, Sunny unfortunately has something slightly different when it comes to the Queen. Because apparently the Queen literally guards her secret. So she ends up having to sneak into the castle to go steal the royal recipe book. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. This is completely hilarious. She does get to the book. She manages to write it down in time before just before the guards.
She gets caught.
Well, she almost does, but you know what? I will give him credit. The way that she gets out is even funnier. She sees the guards are coming. She quickly jumps out the window and escapes in the mare stream. I mean, seriously, what the hell?
I
It's
would've
very
figured
Back to
she
the
would-
Future getting away vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would have figured she would have just activated her Alcorn power, so no one would have found the mare stream.
Now, of course, she was completely ready to do this, so before she got started, she took a big puff of good old of Granny's secret recipe.
It has a face.
Of course, you gotta make sure you're ready for the Granny recipe, and you gotta do it the best way possible. So she takes a big whiff of Granny's recipe, prepares the cookies, and we get childhood trauma.
Oh.
Izzy.
Yep.
Why are you giving us the trauma backstory?
Unfortunately, it looks like all of the cookies got a little less of Grandma's Figgy's special powder. Sarah.
Where are
Terrible
my
thing
hooves?
is, wasn't there a cookie for the baby as well?
Actually, I don't think there was.
Oh no, not Sparky! He's got-
Sparky's actually denied this. Either that or Hitch ate him in his fury.
Or Sparky could be napping. That's always.
But yeah, no, seriously, they all take a bite and immediately they devour the cookies. I've never seen anybody so happy for cookies. It was amazing. I love it. But yes,
They're now their drug dealer.
yep, Sunny did it. She actually managed to pull off baking cookies exactly like their mothers used to make. So now she has replaced them as the matriarch of the family. And then she tries to pawn off her old cookies on him. You will eat these now. I have chipped a tooth. I can no longer talk.
I need to pay.
Actually, give them to Sparky.
Dentistry.
Go ahead and give them to Sparky, please.
That boy gonna eat rocks? It ain't gonna hurt him.
It's Sparky. We don't care.
I
He's
can.
invincible, anyways.
But yes, so that was the special of the cookies and Sunny. I thought it was funny, especially the fact that Sunny really had to get into how to bake them with technically two of them, and literally doing a solid snake to steal the recipe from the Queen. Which, considering how often they keep having to break into the Queen's place to do something and then break and then run away, I gotta wonder about her security a little bit.
She has to upgrade. She has to upgrade with Life Alert.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
that's something else. Never mind.
so let's see. Zip gets in there and steals something and breaks out. Sunny gets in there and steals something and breaks out. They all get in there, break her throne apart to steal a piece of cloth and run out.
She needs a robot.
She knew about them going in there at that point.
Yeah, but she
They
still.
didn't know She didn't know they were going to break the throne, but they did run away.
Cheese it.
It is amazing how much they keep destroying that throne room. Anyway, so
Wait,
I
got
thought.
a family cannon pointed at you.
I thought anyway, getting back on track here, I thought the special was funny. I liked the emotions and everything that they put into the characters. Sonny, the fact that they really got into how they would prepare these cookies, including the jinxie parts of it all. And it was good times. I liked it. It was a great one. I mean, how often do you get to see Hitch completely lose his mind because he recalled his childhood? I mean, look at that. That's a face of somebody that you just unrepressed something, and we don't know if it's good or bad.
He's like, I found the one.
I suddenly feel things I haven't felt before. I don't know if I should be. All right, I'm going.
All I know is baking with love reminded me of a thing, and it's now in Picks and Gifts.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move on here quickly before the cannon gets fired at me. Does anybody else want to add in their thoughts on the special before we go on to the next one?
Yes. I love the fact that cake ghosts are canon. This is good. I think that this is something that is worth having.
Oh yeah, they did a whole meme thing with it.
No, the dance is to get the cake ghosts away, isn't it?
No, the cake ghosts are supposed to help you. See? Licking doorknobs is illegal on other Sorry. Had a hiccup there.
I will say it is very fun to like just have a play on just, recipes and stuff and trying to bake cookies and stuff for friends using like family recipes and blah. And it's true that when it comes to baking, some of it is more art than science, especially when it comes to older recipes, because a lot of older recipes, the further back you go, the more they're just like, you know how to cook. This is just a general guide, but you know what you're doing. Go ham. And then
generic is the word.
Baking is a science.
Just like add flour until you've got a nice dough, and it's like, what is it supposed to look like?
Yeah.
It just like
that Picks and Gift. Oh,
I remember that one too.
There is a misconception in cooking, especially in baking, that like you must have the exact amount of every single ingredient. And for some things it is true, like the salt situation that I found myself in. But that said, when it comes to things like how much flour is supposed to be in a recipe, a lot of times the further back you go, it's not exactly exact. You just kind of gotta go by feel. And that was just kind of how people cooked for ages and ages and ages. Like you know about what you're supposed to be looking at, and that's just how they used to write recipes a lot of the time. It was just by vibes. So it's cool that they kind of played that into an episode of Tell Your Tale. I appreciate.
All right,
Also, cake ghosts.
Anybody else have anything to add before we go ahead and move on to the other special?
The song was amazing. I love the song.
There was a song in this one.
There was, yes.
Yes, there was.
I love it. 'Cause all I wanna do is celebrate with you. It's so good. It's so catchy. I love it. It's my favorite of the holiday songs that came out of Gen 5 so far.
No, I got one beat. I got you a beat on one. You ready for this?
What?
Let's go ahead and move on to Under the Misty Toe. All right, let's clear these out real fast.
That one was a fun one. That one was very fun.
Under the Misty Toe, where the only time we see Misty in all of this. I am actually kind of surprised. So
and this is the return to the tower and where their cutie marks do the thing.
Yep.
And how this is different than the mark.
So yeah, it is same but different to Make Your Mark. It kind of comes close to the end where they got their they were able to see the wishy star, but then it did this for some reason.
Yeah, they're on the field instead of on the lighthouse.
Yep.
I gotta wonder, did it happen twice or only? No, it couldn't have. No.
It's just two different interpretations of the same event.
Of course, this one had a little more.
A little bit because I don't think I saw this part.
Yeah, this one, however, had a little more animated hijinks, as they definitely had a little bit of a crash course going in landing. Absolutely love that. So, of course, they managed to land, get to the Wishy Star. They almost completely die in the process, though it is kind of funny that way. I don't know why I say it like that.
Izzy's like, what are these weird human things looking at us?
Alright. So I'm trying to skip ahead to the next parts of the image that tell the story, because there's one part that everybody went completely mad on, and I can't blame them. But yes, of course, Misty was also there and saw the amazing things that happened, and unfortunately, it was also seen by Queen Cranky Pants.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yep, Opaline, of course, saw the wonderful, amazing, wishy magic, and for a moment you actually think, oh, she got the Christmas spirit. No. Then, unfortunately, no, she got the Grinch's former spirit.
They say her heart shrunk 3 sizes that night.
Her rage grew 3 sizes that day. So of course, she's lost her losing her ever-loving mind, all this magic and none of it for her. She berates Misty and demands more magic immediately, or else. You can see how well that goes with her. So of course, Misty finally, Misty decides to make a move. And of course, what does she do? A giant gift box that says, under no exceptions can you open until tomorrow.
And there's the bells again, and also no jingling here.
Well, you can also see that Izzy was really thinking hard about it. But I guess...
Yeah, I got an idea. Miss Izzy must have got those bells from unicycling, and there were no bells inside.
Oh, so that's what the song was. No bell. No bell, no bell, no bell, no bell.
It's already primed and ready, don't you?
No, I literally came up with that on the fly. I'm happy with myself. So, of course, every pony is all tuckered out. Amazing spending an entire day flying around the entire world and then having to crash on the floor will do. Hitch, of course, being the gentleman he is, went back home. Like, I still can't believe it. Hitch is not...
He has his own house!
Oh, no, wait, I sang... Wait.
Think of the rumors that will spread that he spent the night over there.
And, of course... And, of course, Izzy can't understand it. She's seen all those videos. Why aren't they doing other things other than sleeping? Were the archives wrong? And we should probably tell Misty never to go to those sites again. But anyway, she starts looking around and ends up going to... Oh wait, I think Hitch was actually just upstairs.
Oh.
Yeah, he was sleeping in...
Yeah, because she's trying to get...
the dragon.
Little draggy.
Yep. Of course, Hitch was sleeping in the critter corral. And,
Oh, that's not upstairs. That's downstairs, just over in the corner.
Oh, well... Either case, critter corral.
Come right in, turn left, it's in that corner.
Yeah.
Yep. It looks like Misty finally found her dragon, who is, I guess the best way to describe it would be sleep eating.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, how did you explain how he has so much energy during the day? He's eating during the night.
Yep. And unfortunately, he is doing amazing things with it. So, not only...
Yes, that's a ball of yarn.
Oh, I thought it was a ball of pasta at first.
You don't have to worry about that, though. This is Sparky we're talking about. He just makes everything into cupcakes because he wants it. Literally, he is just walking around turning random things into food to eat.
He could have turned Misty into cupcakes and they would have known the difference.
They probably wouldn't have, but I honestly wonder if it would work on ponies or not. Of course, somehow, some way, even though she is trying really, really hard to capture him.
Yeah, this part of his magic has only worked on inanimate objects.
Apparently, he's actually incredibly smart when he's not awake.
Flowers.
Eating a stick, literally being able to run away from her.
He's a lucid dreamer.
Well, second. Sparky is smarter than James Woods.
Of course, Misty thinks she finally got her cornered. Get in the bag!
Nebby, get it and stay in the bag.
And of course, with her ill-gotten gains, oh no, it's over. We're doomed, and she runs off with it. And this, we are seen with the most amazing sight we have ever seen in our lives. And the best song ever. Opaling's Jingle Bells. Only there for 5 seconds. But it's the best song in the of all of the specials.
So she does.
She's just
celebrate
wearing her
holiday.
Grinch cosplay. Pretty sure.
Maybe.
It looks like a really knockoff elf cosplay.
Exactly. Grinch.
Oh,
She quickly took it off.
Yeah.
oh, one of us has actually done the Grinch cosplay.
Yeah. How was that, Coldust? Anyway,
Wait, what?
never mind. We're moving on. So, anyway.
you.
Absolutely nothing. I'm just trying to pass blame. And we're going to move on here. So, she sees the rumbling bag, and of course they think, oh, look! It's an actual gift just for me.
Oh,
And you
Well,
never see
There's a skunk in there.
anybody so happy until you realize they goofed up. So yeah, unfortunately, Misty in the dark grabbed the annoying puffball dog that apparently never got to take off his blinds. So literally could have been able to identify the evil alicorn trying to destroy everybody's happiness, and never took off the damn blindfold. The Cloud Puff is now annoying again, in a worse way. So of course they decide to get rid of her.
Cloud Puff likes having no sight.
Of course they got rid of the Cloud Puff, giving it back in a gift that Izzy finds and is able to open immediately, much to her delight. And of course this time Cloud Puff actually finally does take the stupid eye cover off. And Izzy unfortunately breaks her mind, figuring out how in the world did Cloud Puff tie himself up in a box. Izzy will spend weeks trying to figure this out.
Izzy EX has stopped working. Reboot? Yes or no?
Yeah. Yeah, Opaline did make a lot of sense. Return the dog as quickly as possible without attracting attention, because a missing dog would definitely cause problems. Especially, yeah. But yeah, that was the special with Opaline singing the greatest song, and of course, getting Opaline in a freaking elf outfit. Will we ever surpass that? I do not know. Really weird stuff. But hey, at least, wow, I actually forgot her name all of a sudden. I don't know why. Misty. At least Misty got a little bit of moment in the sun. So, any thoughts on the special here?
I thought it was good.
I thought it was
Pretty
fun.
good.
I thought it was fun. I like the. I still like the random Opaline part out of nowhere.
True.
Alright, and finally the last little special, or how can we add more things to go into the main series. Also, something that I'm not surprised what may start to pop up in circles around. Secret Cancer.
That's right. We brought back the hearthwarming helper, but it's now Secret Cantor.
Yep. Heartswarming
It-
Helper makes a comeback,
Oh,
except this is an
I did-
Izzy invention.
Oh,
Which
I did
makes sense
see
in a
all
way.
of them.
Well, not necessarily an Izzy invention, but it's an Izzy brought back to
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, unicorns don't have mainstream shops like the other two have, so they kind of makes sense. You have to make your own stuff.
Alright, so where this is in the continuity, I'll leave that up to your imaginations. However, we do see them currently dressing up the Winter Wish Day tree. Everybody's getting their holly and jellies on. And then suddenly, everything goes dark.
Dun, 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 dun.
They hear chanting and drums.
Oh no, is it a demon ritual?
Actually, it is. Apparently, a cult has come. And it's come for them.
It has come.
Take her! I have a followers to entertain!
Unfortunately, it's much worse. It's Izzy. And she unfortunately has lost her top.
Oh no! No, she isn't decent and unclean.
But no, it's Izzy, and she's excited to bring another holiday tradition into their lives, whether they like it or not. Of course, this being the Secret Cantor. So, what is the Secret Cantor? Well, she gets back into she gets back into position to tell them the secret. I put all your names in this bag. If the first name that gets drawn out gets sacrificed to the goat god. He doesn't want.
God.
You don't want to know what he wants. You're just gonna be sacrificed to him, and you're better off not knowing what is going to be sacrificed.
You get sacrificed to the goat or the lamb. You better hope you get the lamb.
Of course, Pip makes the argument. Wait, I'm famous and small. You can't sacrifice me. Izzy was not amused.
My followers will know that I'm gone.
But she's able to convince them, like, okay, guess what? No, you're going to be making gifts. Yeah, everybody gets a name. Everybody creates a gift. However, you create the gift. You will not go grocery shopping. There are no runs to the convenience store for this. It must be all by hoof. And of course, she gets possessed by her recycling god now that she has inducted others into her wing.
Her eyes went sideways.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. So of course, they all got their names, and they're told, go make your gifts now. It could be whatever you want, but they must be made. And thus, the gift off begins. Where all of them have to be crafty, and only one of them actually has experience in it. So, in order to give her handicap, she decides to go baking. Oh, Izzy. Izzy, sweet summer child. So, of course, we get to see the little snaps and snapshots of them trying to make their gifts, whether by lots of clear glossy paper, very explosive glue.
I think that's glitter.
I'm just having fun with this. Besides, there's two things of glitter, so I have to use glue at least once. But yes, glitter indeed. But eventually, they all pull together and put the gifts under the tree. We don't know why in the world the dragon's so excited. He's not getting anything out of this.
You say that while he's on top of his father.
Maybe he's eating the glue. Actually, I figured it out. Sparky's eating the glue off of Hitch's head. So each of them open up their gifts.
Of you, Dad.
Each of them open up their gifts. Of course, Hitch gets a big old photo album. I think. Was this the photo album?
Like a photo album.
Yep, he gets a photo album of him and Sparky's images all together. A wonderful little...
Adorable.
And of course, they're insinuating, oh, who could have made that? While everybody is carrying evidence of their foibles, trying to make this stuff. So, next, of course, is Zip.
Part of that is that she... Oh, who could have made that? Rudolph.
Oh, yeah. They're nice little snides on each other.
The glit-nosed
So
reindeer.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is somehow canon.
Or a story referencing
Actually, you know what?
reindeer.
No. You know what? We're just gonna
No, it's Clara the
here.
glit-nosed reindeer.
No, let's leave that hanging, because I'm sure that somebody can come with a fan fiction of how does Rudolph exist in G5, and I want to see what comes up of that.
You
All
see,
right,
when a
people
pony
in
and a
chat,
deer
people
love
in
each
chat.
other very much.
Anyway, so Zip gets a magnifying glass, which is basically a tuna can with a piece of cellophane on it. But hey, it's better than anything else Zip would ever get anyway.
Oh, she's playing doctor. Oh, sis, your brain is small.
And Pip gets glamorized goggles. Why not?
You know, the fact that they have crown stickers on some of it is pretty funny.
Unfortunately, Sonny gets Hitch's gift, and he got a little too excited making it. Okay. Somebody had to make the joke. We all know it.
Yes. Oh, 1031.
So, of course, Sonny actually got a cake. Wonder who could have made that. No idea. Of course, the cake actually deflated when it came out of the box. What can you do?
Do you know we're out of baking powder?
Apparently. And, of course, Izzy gets a journal. Right? Yeah, it's a journal. With the
Yeah.
lock and key and everything. So, I have a feeling that this is going to become our next friendship journal. Heaven help us all. They're actually going to start writing to Celestia, who doesn't exist.
No, they're going right to the hologram Twilight Sparkle.
And, of course,
Dear Hollow Twilight.
and the fun thing about all of it is after they get their gifts open, they all literally start to fall apart on them.
That's what happens
Yeah.
with handcrafts.
Handcrafts that you literally made in 5 minutes. What can you do? So they put them all on the table just to admire them. Though I do gotta admit, it's kind of funny that all of the red glitter literally fell off of the album. It's like, wow.
Zip didn't know how to use glue.
And unfortunately, this is the only time Sparky did the right thing. He saw the damage and he knew it must be destroyed. And put it all to the flame. Unfortunately,
That would be a bad thing, but in this case...
Unfortunately, this doesn't work that way. Because, yes, they got a full 3-tier cake, a full detective set, glamorized glasses, and oh my god, does that looks a little too familiar for words.
Um...
I'll leave that one to everybody's imaginations on that. Actually, just to have fun with it, it is the photo album. So I don't think anything is going to really come of it, but it does feel a little bit like a callback.
Yeah, that book does.
Yeah. But the lines here were, that was exactly what I was trying to make. Me too, says Hitch, whose gift wasn't affected.
Hey, Hitch knew what he wanted, and he got everything in it. I mean, hell, sorry.
What,
All there
what
was
I
missing
was
was the-
trying to make.
Oh.
There was a slip somewhere because Hitch's gift didn't change.
Yep, somebody didn't follow the script. However, Izzy also didn't follow the script because she still got everybody gifts of their own under the tree that she somehow snuck under there. And of course, being Izzy, she got them all crafty belts. Because, like, you guys don't know how to craft anything, so we're going to train you now, whether you like it or not.
I want to see this as a toy.
I was actually going to say the same thing because, like, okay, hear me out.
It's probably in the works.
Hear me out. Like, you remember those, like, those giant arts and crafts kits that always had, like, the bajillion markers that were always dry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, like, something like that, but in a craft belt. I feel like that has some good toyetic opportunity right there. By the way, to anybody who didn't know and didn't see the Tumblr post, you know those dried out markers? You're supposed to put water in the back of them and then they work perfectly. I didn't know that. Literally nobody knew that because there's no instruction telling you to do so, but that's what you're supposed to do. Go ham if you have one of those kits.
No
still.
wonder they dried out so quickly.
All right, so I just realized we're going a little over time here, so we're going to wrap up quickly. Everybody, Izzy writes in her journal saying, "Oh, it was a wonderful day. Two little birds gave gifts to each other. Yes, you get to enjoy the bird hug." And with that, that is Secret Cancer. That is Secret Cancer, and that is the entirety of the Winter Wish Day specials. Ooh, we have finally cleared ourselves, and we are now free of the holidays. So, thoughts on this? Wow. Well, I like the idea of the Secret Cancer. Literally everybody crafting gifts for one another to make something special. Though, I gotta admit, it feels just like a way that they use to shoehorn in new items that they're going to be messing around with for the next season, but I guess there's worse ways to do it.
Well, it is Hasbro. They're going to find a way to market them.
Yeah, well, there's worse ways to do it, I suppose.
You say that, but they have had so many marketing opportunities that they just let drop. I'm sorry.
We already went over the Posey shorts like last week, but that wasn't specifically part of the Wish Day stuff.
Yeah, that was just snow on the ground day stuff, and we are going to get to that at some point. However, it isn't holiday related.
Wait, we didn't
No,
do that
it's
one? I
just
thought we did.
snow related.
No, we didn't, but I think we're just a couple episodes short of it. So it's going to hit sooner than later.
Oh, goody.
All right. But yes, along with this, yeah, I think the only thing that we're just looking at the enhanced gifts, I think we're going to see the journal come up, and I don't think we might see the glasses here and there, but I think maybe just a detective kit and the journal are going to be the two things really hitting. Especially
the detective kit is going to end up as a toy at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
I don't know. I see the glasses
on the top there.
I think the glasses too will do it. Though here's one thing I really want somebody to do. I want somebody to actually go into convention, cosplay as an Izzy in a robe. Maybe even with random names and a hat. Just do that and see what happens. You gotta admit, that'd be funny as all out. So anyway, I thought it was pretty good. It was kind of fun seeing everybody get crafting creative, though. Wow, the messes they made. And, of course, yeah, the Dragonfire, Deus Ex, Dragona at the end. I guess that's one way to make it special. I don't know, I thought it was fun. Just not, not the best one of them. I think it was the weakest of all of the specials, but not a bad one either.
I enjoyed it. I will say I also enjoyed this
circuit to some extent on that.
I also enjoyed it because it's just fun to like compare like similar concept things that are tried from one generation to the next. Like, the fact that like we basically had a Secret Santa episode back in Generation 4, and it's just fun to see it kind of revisited and see what their take on the whole concept is. So obviously they had much less time to play with it versus the like hour-long special that they had in Generation 4. But still, it's just fun to kind of cross-compare. It is good. It's good for bones.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff, yes. All right, anybody else have anything to add to the special here? Thoughts, comments, quotes, random chirps?
I love just the Izzy line, just like, by the way, did you know that we're out of baking soda? Not that I have any reason to know that.
All right. I'd say that wraps it all up, and that is it for all of the holiday specials. Unfortunately, that is also it for all of our time again. And I'm already sitting on so many videos. So many came out over the last couple of weeks. It's actually astounding. Granted, a lot of them, unfortunately, were copyright claimed, which helped. But, yeah. People were busy. We got lots of pony stuff, so no need to fear. I got pony for years. Why? But let's go ahead and we're going to close this all out here. So, unfortunately, no closeout song because the other unfortunate thing, the closeout song was like a 5+ minute long one. That is also kind of a long-term project thing that I really wanted to give a little bit of credit to and not like throw it out there. So we'll do our normal closeout song instead. There it is. And let's get our shout-outs in for the evening. Starting off with Coldust, final shout-out.
Happy 2023, y'all. It's a brand new year. Go do stuff. Be awesome. Yeah. Oh, shout outs to shouts out to Circuit for hosting this through another year. And also for dealing with me existing in all of 2022, despite my existence.
Oh, without you, existence has no meaning.
That is way too much pressure.
Yeah.
Take it off of me.
Don't do that to him, man. Don't do that. Instead, we're going to go ahead and move on to Crazy Man Captain.
Fires, explosions, Shafasa, Venesadrick, Yellowby Roan, yeah, and, for Wednesday, come and join Skyrays and I, because I think it's just the two of us again. And we already have a plan of what we're doing for Satisfactory.
Ooh, are you going to clean up more of it?
What?
Are you going to clean up more of it?
Let's just say there's an adventure planned. And we'll see how well I crash or not.
Yay. Alright, let's move on to DM21.
Happy New Year, have a great week, y'all, and drink responsibly, because I sure as hell wasn't.
Alright, Textalion.
Please don't get sick like I did.
Toakoi.
Thank y'all for showing up. Thank you to Commander and CMC for being our moderators. Thank you to Allison Dryad, Archway Friend Stormcloud, Old Circuit, Commander Root, DM12, Drag Snit, Octamelody, Ponymaster Support, me, and our text relay, and our YouTube people.
Alright.
Commander, the trains were having issues.
And also Suki from the Otaku Ascended.
Get some sleep, folks. I know you probably didn't get it over the holiday. But yeah, if as far as for me, starting tomorrow, finally getting back on God of War.
Sweet, God of War. All right. Well, with that, I'll go ahead and do my quick shout-outs here. Reminder to everybody, as was mentioned before, Winchester Wednesday and his Wednesday crew are going to be doing Satisfactory things. You may want to check it out because it sounds like it's going to be an adventure, like they said. Along with that, reminder, Sunday, Circuit's Gaming Room. We're going to be moving on to a new game. What will that be? You'll have to tune in and see. But it's Gaming Room once again. Along with that, a reminder to tune in an hour early for the pre-show with Coldust and his crew doing pre-show and Coldust crew things. It's always a fun time.
I promise I will try not to fill the first half hour with Lionel trains next time.
We don't believe you. We don't believe you, but that's what your charm is anyway.
I mean, that's valid.
All right.
Well, we all love trains. You know this.
And
Better.
also a reminder to those of you watching live, we have the after party, the coffee house after party. It's only on Vaughn if you're watching us live. If you're not, you don't get to catch it, unfortunately, because it's all random videos all the time. So do check us out live and check out the after party when we stream it on Vaughn. And also a reminder that the Let's Plays will continue on throughout this week through Circuit's Gaming Room. I am currently working on both adding VR games, which I believe I'm about ready to do, and doing Switch games, which Pokemon will be the first. And that's right, we're going to be bringing Switch streaming with Pokemon. Oh, I am so scared. I haven't played a Pokemon game in years.
Makes you feel like I can hop in and multiplayer with you.
That scares me more. But But yeah, to hear announcements on all of the streaming games, be sure to keep an eye on the Brony Show Discord. That's where the announcements will be made when the streams are coming up. Mostly because, unfortunately, my schedule's too hectic to commit to anything at times. So, along with that, also a reminder, check out our show notes. Why? Because we have a lot of amazing animated PMVs. These were really great stuff. I wish I could have shown them. I can't. But I
there's
did.
5 whole things there that I'm going to have to check out later.
Yeah, check them all out. Give them the thumbs up. Subscribe to the creators. Give them a little bit of a love. Give them some love. All of them deserve some awesome love for their amazing work. And I just wish I could have done more than put them on a list. But that's where we're at. And let's get a shout out to all of our chatters here. Thank you to Commander Something for keeping an eye on chat. You can go ahead and point that cannon away. Clouded Iconoclist, Cool Dude, Fantastic Fred, Relive Serve, Sonic5421, Techman Texelian, Vaguely Creepy, Yay Archivers, Syncry, Just My Mage, and Judd. Thank you all for joining us for another wonderful episode of The Brony Show. And also, just to shout out in general to all of our live watchers out there, whether you're watching us on YouTube or Twitch, or if you're catching the archive when we upload it on YouTube, thank you so much for spending the time to enjoy our Brony Show shenanigans. It's been another great year, and we're on to the next. I don't know what it will bring, but I'll go ahead and take it forward every single step of the way. And with that, I will leave you all. And I hope you all have a good night. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Later.